Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
Value three. Hold on. Check.
They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. And he's going to have the Lions 1st down. They'll have it by a lot. It turns out to be a big gainer on 4th down.
That's good for the Lions. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Open man downfield, it's Laporta. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
From the gun, it's Goff. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target, and it'll bring up 2nd and goal.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Another one from the 5, 2nd down and goal. They'll go play action with Goff. And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple. Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their 2nd.
Really nice job here by the defense, taking advantage of this condensed field. Anytime you're down here in the red zone, the field is wider than it is deep. It's actually very challenging for an offense to stay in their normal rhythm, and coverage has been tight. Pass rush is getting home. Back-to-back sacks.
So can the defense come up with the early stop here on 3rd and goal? To throw is Goff. And the drive stalls out as he's brought down. And the field goal unit likely to come on here on 4th and goal.
A gain of a yard. It's now 4th and goal.
They'll go for it. Here's Goff. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag down. It's 4th down, so this is a very big call. Now it is 1st and goal. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. They'll run with Gibbs. A dive, and he's in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Right to the air. It's Mayfield. That's caught. It's Bucky Irving. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
On first down is Mayfield. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. We are through one. It's the Lions who have the early lead. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They motion the slot man left. On 2nd down, Baker. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. With the middle of the field, he's got Evans. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the 1st down.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard it.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. Slot man in motion right. They'll go. Mayfield. And that is not going to work. Incomplete. And they turn it over on downs.
You know, Mike, you could almost just look down in the huddle and the players are looking at the sideline like, Coach, isn't the punt team going to come out? And the coach was having none of it. He says, no, you're staying on the field. We're being aggressive all day long, and we're going to go pick up this 1st down.
Off the play fake, here's Goff. He'll find Montgomery out of the backfield.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Williams in motion. Here comes the jet sweep. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. They get 22 yards there. 1st down, Detroit.
He had plenty of juice coming across to get the ball, Mike, but he hit a whole new gear after he secured it and began getting vertical. By comparison, it looked like a lot of the defenders who had a shot at him were a little flat-footed and ended up getting burned for a big game.
To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
If you want to be a top-notch NFL DB, of course, yes, the athleticism is a given, but it's really, you have to be instinctive. The instincts are what allow you to maximize those physical skills, and you saw them on full display right here, leading in the big-time breakup.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the air, it's Goff. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Zion McCollum.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They run with the Oregon man. It's Bucky Irving. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
From the gun, it's Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
Certainly not one of his better throws, but what I've loved out of this quarterback today, Mike, was just how aggressive he's remained throughout the entire course of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Even if it falls incomplete, it opens up everything else in this passing game, and they've had their way so far today.
They send him right out of the slot. On 4th down, Mayfield. That one intercepted. Picked off by Brian Branch.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Goff with the give to Montgomery. He'll maneuver his way down to the 32. The big defensive lineman, Vita Vea, on the stop. 2nd and 7. Goff to throw. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
They need the 24-yard line as they come up for 3rd down. Throwing here is Goff. He'll try to run for it.
The defense decides to cover the blitz here on 3rd down, and it's a little feast or famine. You're counting on getting home and getting to the quarterback. But give credit to the offensive line. Not only do they protect, they buy enough time for the quarterback to escape the pocket, turns himself into a runner, picks up the 1st down.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Let's call it for what it is, Mike. I mean, right now, this team is winning in spite of him. Certainly not because of him. And what's really concerning is that's the most important position on the team. And if they are able to hold on and they do pull this game out, it could wind up being one of the most poor performances we've ever seen in a winning effort. And I can recall in a long time.
That screen goes for 12. And that's a 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
On second down, Goff. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. The Lions called their first timeout as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Now, Goff. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Sam Laporta. Touchdown, Detroit.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half, but everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock, and they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
Bates now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Lions move out on top, 14-0.
To kick off for the Lions.
Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Slot receiver headed right. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. So we've reached halftime here at Ford Field, and the Lions have the lead. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Third quarter set to commence, and we're back underway here on EA Sports. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. Baker gonna give it to Irving. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Mayfield. A pass pulled in by Irving. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down. Mayfield to throw. To the outside. Catch made by Evans. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. That's Palmer, the man in motion. A second down throw from Mayfield. He'll air one out for Palmer. And that is incomplete.
This has really just been the story of the entire game. They just seem out of sync, don't they? I mean, they desperately need to find a way to just get some points on the scoreboard, any way it takes. They don't complete on the deep pass there, but keep shooting for it, because at some point something's going to break your way, and they desperately need it.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Throwing is Mayfield. He finds his tight end, Keith. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
The pass rush gets home and he goes down. Slot man in motion left. Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. That's over the middle and intercepted. It's the linebacker, Jack Campbell.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
On 1st and 10, here's Goff. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
A 2nd down throw for Goff. He'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
The job of the offensive lineman is the key piece to a successful screenplay. They have to balance this fine line between stopping the defensive lineman from getting to the quarterback too quick, but also let that defensive lineman think he's got a free rush at the quarterback. That's the balance and the timing that made this play so successful, and they're able to pick up the first down.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, it's Goff. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. Now the Bucs will take their first timeout.
It's now 3rd down.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. He'll get this into the hands of his running back.
Well, if that was a pickup on 1st or 2nd down, you'd be thrilled. But here on 3rd and long, just doesn't quite get enough to pick up the 1st down, and it's going to bring up 4th.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 4th down, that brings Jake Bates out for the Lions field goal. This will be a 38-yard attempt. Bates' kick is good. And the Lions stake themselves to a 17-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. To throw is Mayfield. A short one there to Otten. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Baker to throw. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their 2nd.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
He was trying to fit that one in to Mike Evans. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Back to the air, it's Mayfield. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
Just didn't quite get enough into that ball. You see sometimes the pressure, the rush, force a quarterback to throw the ball off his back foot. And I think there was a little bit of that here at play. You have to be willing to step up, even in the face of pressure, and get enough behind that ball to put that one a little bit more on the money.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. It's a gain of 12 there. It's a 1st down for Tampa Bay.
These can be tricky situations defensively, right? The game is all but over. Barring something unforeseen, you got this one in the bag, but you still want to finish on a high note. You still want to walk off the field and put an exclamation point on what's pretty much been a dominant performance right from the start. This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Ifantu Melifonwu. He's to the 40. Still going. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick six, but he does set up the offense with first and goal.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field, and this offense is lucky.
Powering forward. He's in. David Montgomery. Touchdown, Lions. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Here's Bates for the extra point. He's got it. And the Lions are able to extend out to a 24-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Throwing is Baker. This one caught left side by Evans. And he'll wind up out of bounds past the 45-yard line. A gain there of 27 yards.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
Now a shot here, deep middle. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. He gets free. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the